Hi Geminis, Happy New Year. Welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your January 2018 general read. So this is going to start out with financial energies and messages, and then I will work into romance and love energies. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, I'm using the Lenormand deck. Please provide clarification of the overall energies in a 5-card spread for those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Gemini for January 2018. Okay, we had a card jump. So we have a bit of an unfulfilled Gemini. He or she has everything they want, and they are comfortable. They're almost too comfortable and bored. Therefore, there could sometimes be a desire to be mischievous. And with the child card energies, when I split the deck, this could be very playful, irresponsible energy, and or it could have to do with a child depending on your life path and what is transpiring for you. So in a 5-card spread, we have the middle card representing the entire 5 cards of energy for you in January on into sometimes a month and a half to 2 months of energy, depending on whose energies I'm pulling. So we have the broom card energies. This is about in this moment, starting 2018, we are going to take the broom energies and we're going to sweep away any old shame, guilt, pain, frustration, anger. In the first week and a half to 3-4 weeks. Some of you with the book card energies, maybe putting an end to a chapter in your life when it comes to love, when it comes to romance. It may be a time to study and do research, to educate yourself and or to attend some training, but I'm feeling a lot of this has to do with maybe a secret admirer or you admiring someone secretly. So in the next 4 to 6 weeks, we've got the moon and the fish. Now the moon card in this deck represents dreaming, positivity, recognition, praise, attention, attractiveness, and maybe even some mood swings. But I feel like this is more positivity and recognition because of the fish energies. Now the fish energies, they speak of, pardon me, money and financial fulfillment. For some of you, you have closed a chapter in one area of your life and you are sweeping away everything tied to that chapter, and you are writing a new chapter when it comes to maybe a Pisces because of the fish. All right, so I'm going to do an overall circle spread with the Sacred Circle Tarot deck by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason, and I'm going to ask Spirit to please provide general career and finance energies and spiritual guidance, please, in this circle spread for those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Gemini for January 2018. Thank you. So the card representing your current life path here on Earth at this time is the Fluctuation card. The 2 of Discs. For some of you, there are concerns about finances. Maybe you're doing too many things at once. Maybe you feel out of balance at this time. In your mental aspects position, we have the Queen of Wands energy, speaking of illumination. What is it I want to manifest and create in my life? I'm going to set goals at this time to get those things accomplished so I can find myself on a solid foundation. Now, in your romantic aspects position, we've got the Queen of Discs. So, some of you may have been connecting with someone who has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, and either you or this person is doing well financially, setting your goals and trying to accomplish a secure path for yourself. Being kind and caring and giving to others, expressing your truth in a very kind way, working with others about your ideas, In your creative aspects position in the circle spread, you guys have the 9 of discs. This to me is a wish coming true when it comes to financial gain. So continue to use the Queen of Wands energies to set goals and to manifest new ideas, projects, however it is, to provide yourself with a solid foundation, because you can rise into this position of leadership and authority financially, yes. So in your actions position, we have the Shaman card energies. Now this energy comes along when we may have recognized that we are in the wrong path. Okay, Spirit's always trying to guide us to peace, joy, contentment, happiness, love, prosperity, good health. But we sometimes, as humans, with our freedom of choice, have to come to the realization that, okay, this path isn't the right one for me. I'm going to take the Shaman energies. I'm going to start in my actions position to manifest that which will provide me with a solid foundation financially. Now, in the emotional aspects position, we have the priest who is here to tell you, the high priest. Congratulations, you've made it down a difficult path. He's looking at your life story, and he is telling you that you may now step into a new path, a new direction. And I think you guys come to this realization in the next 4 or 5 weeks and start to understand that you have control over the blessings when it comes to finances that you desire. So in your subconscious, Spirit's saying you'll be shining like the sun. Oh, this is great. Feeling very happy, very fulfilled, like a kid again. Getting your feet back on the ground. And in your practical day-to-day matters position, we still have some heartache. We still have some discord. So it's about getting beyond that and being able, in your mental aspects position, nope, this is inner strengths, thank you. You will have the ability with the energies of the suffering card to fight against suffering. You have the inner strengths of this card to get beyond fluctuation and the inability to find contentment and balance. And that's what they're saying. It's a time to take action to find balance and contentment and happiness and joy financially, prosperously, in all ways, in order to let go of the old ways of thinking when it came to finances. Heartache, imbalance. Spirit is working this out for you as you start this new chapter. One moment, I think my daughter's having a baby and I want to check her phone call. Okay, well, she got a new car instead of a new baby, so, you know, it was new. All right, let's look and see. In a spread to my right here. So for further clarification, in a 3-card spread to my right, we have the first card representing the first week and a half to 2 weeks of needing to take some rest. Time to kind of close a chapter and just kind of refresh a little bit. Time to think about that creative new path, that project, that goal financially. Because some of you who start manifesting in your actions, new things are going to be feeling reborn. There's a solid foundation here with the 3 of Wands. Some of you may connect out to someone new that will help you when it comes to creativity. But in the next 2 to 3 weeks, be careful of discontentment. Be careful of focusing too much on materialism. Remember that love and money are the 2 things we try so hard to create in our lives that are truly blessings from Spirit. It's the actions we put in. It's the choices that we make. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, Spirit's saying, with the initiation card, you are coming to the end of one path, and now you may manifest a new beginning for yourself in the beginning of 2018. So with the star card energies, it's about hoping, wishing, and praying for something new in your life, knowing that this is a major arcana. So Spirit's going to assist you when it comes to finding yourself free from this bondage of heartache and imbalance. Some of you aren't able to make a choice or let go because you still think an offer of love from someone who may have Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, because this is general. Some of you are trying to figure out what an offer is from someone in a leadership position. Someone who has great prosperity and maybe even stability. Could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And some of you need to work through the suffering with those inner strengths to figure out how to become more dedicated to yourself than anyone else in your path at this time. Spirit's saying that if you are looking for either a leader when it comes to career and finance, go and find guidance from someone in a new direction, connect to new people financially. This also could be that some of you are contemplating a connection or a reconnection with someone who has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But Spirit's saying the reason you're afraid to step into that path is probably because that path needs to be sacrificed. This is about being reborn. This is about walking a new path. This is about manifesting great things in your path to become successful and content within. Now I'm going to add love at 11 minutes and 59 seconds. Love and romance energies, please, for those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Gemini for January 2018. Okay, so yes, some of you are feeling an imbalance. Could be financially, and it could be with the fact that something hasn't come to close. There is no solid foundation because you're feeling like you need to talk more to someone to understand where things stand. In your mental aspects position, we have time apart from someone that you guys may be thinking of, and you may also be trying to figure out how to set goals to come into connection with someone. But this is right below suffering, and this is right below or diagonal to discord and heartache. So sometimes we're kept apart from another connection because Spirit's trying to protect us, and in the meantime they're saying for Geminis to get focused on new things. Yes, if you express your ideas, your goals, ways to care and give and share your gifts with others in your relationship sector, whoever's energies these are, know that you don't need to remain codependent anymore. Codependency is when we rely or get our thoughts too focused on a person, a place, a thing, someone or something earthbound. We are to remain strong and independent in our path in January. So in your creative aspects position, we have gain, a wish coming true when it comes to finances, and Spirit is saying have hope and trust and faith in them. Not only will they bring you love, but they will bring you fulfillment, financial security. In your actions position, we have the shaman energies, manifesting, creating a new path. Maybe coming to the realization that there was a strong magnetic attraction, but that was a path that didn't or shouldn't have been. Some of you have stepped out of a path where you didn't belong. You closed a chapter to that, and you opened your heart to a new magnetic attraction. And you're working hard in your actions position to manifest that. And maybe a heart-to-heart conversation would bring clarification and solidarity in your foundation. In your emotional aspects position, we have the High Priest, who's congratulating you on coming through this difficult path. And he's trying to tell you that in your new path ahead in 2018, it's about loving and enjoying every moment of every day fully, because love is already here. It's around us in the air we breathe and the beautiful things that we've forgotten to give thanks for in our lives. That is love. And when we meet someone that Spirit brings to us through prayer, then we can, I'm trying to think of how to say it, we will automatically attract the love as we enjoy life. Again, they're saying it's lined up with trusting in Spirit that they're going to bring in the attraction, and that as you're stepping into a new path, trust in them while you are working on this financial gain, on this contentment and joy within. Subconsciously, you guys are shining like the sun, or will be in the next 4 or 5 weeks. But you're starting to understand the fluctuation. You're starting to understand through a heart-to-heart conversation that someone's perspective on the connection is different than your own, which is fine, because everybody has a right to look at a situation from their own viewpoint, right? So you can express your heart, but you can also remain strong in the path of financial commitment and contentment, joy, and fun. Let go of an addiction to someone if finally, through some sort of conversation, it doesn't turn the way that you expected. That's because Spirit is telling someone here that this is not their person. And that as they move ahead in their path, they will bring that person to this person whose energies these are. Some of you Geminis, I can't ignore this, in your thoughts position, in your mental aspects position, you are separated from what could be a female fire sign, Sagittarius or Leo, or she's got it in her chart, moon or rising. And in your practical day-to-day matters, Spirit's talking about heartache. And what are they saying? How do you fix that heartache? They're saying in January now is a time to focus on self-respect, because that's what will make you more romantically attractive when it comes to this heartache. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love anyone else, right? This woman has so much self-respect. She's married to the most handsome, wealthy man in town, and all the women adore him, and he's going to go and perform for a year for those women, and she won't talk to him because they don't have technology. But she knows with her self-respect that he'll be faithful, and that even if he isn't, even if he doesn't return, it's her self-respect that will lead her in a better direction, that will bring her to a higher spiritual level, that will help for her to find someone who is much higher spiritually than this man or this person. So it's a month of doing what fulfills you most first, and trusting in Spirit that what will be, will be. Because there's inner transformation that has to happen here. It could even be someone's dealing with an addiction. It could be an addiction to sex. Could be an addiction to passion. But there need to be heart-to-heart discussions so that you can know where you stand and start making steps ahead. So in the inner strengths position, this is beautiful. You guys have the inner strengths to be able to deal with any sort of suffering by going into your own path and retreating from the world. by working on your skills, your talents, your goals, by sharing and giving to charity and going out and helping others. This is a time of building karmic blessings. And the karmic blessings through the actions you guys take in the month of January will help for you to not only heal from what was, manifest this new, however it applies to each of you, but to also know that there will be natural magnetic attraction that Spirit will bring in. But I don't feel like it's with this either fire sign or someone who could be at a distance. But I also feel like it's up to you guys. If you could figure out something, you could learn something that will change this path. So in the first week and a half to 2 weeks, Spirit's saying with the Romance Angel deck by Doreen Virtue to extend your lighthearted energies to others. Be kind and love them like we do at all of each other every day, but we don't need to bring passion in. As this person does come in and maybe even reconciles, it's through a heart-to-heart conversation that some of you, not all of you, are going to recognize that someone was wearing a false mask. But you have the energies of the Suffering card to retreat after a discussion and to manifest something new. For some of you, this new path is going to be a brand new love and maybe even children or grandchildren, but family. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, we have a romance of a lifetime. Wanting to give a situation a chance, a connection a chance, because Spirit is trying to bring in your soulmate. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, take some time to have the heart-to-heart conversations to make sure you have the same perspective, to make sure that that person loves you. Express yourself and free yourself, and don't be afraid to stand independently in your path at this time. Focus on, when I see this card, when people are different, sometimes it's because we've lost ourselves and we have to go find a lesson through someone else who's mirroring these confused energies, these imbalanced energies. I always notice that this gentleman has 2 women really into him, and he's not even looking that excited. Some of you are really just hoping to go and travel and see someone, or hoping that someday that this commitment will go all the way to maybe engagement. But Spirit's saying, make sure this is great love. Release yourself from any negative energies and take back control of your life, control of your thoughts. Release yourself from an ex that you closed or should be closing a chapter on, so that you can clear your energy and get to know other people. So this is someone I'm feeling is single. So I'm going to ask for spiritual advice from the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Gemini with clearly defined messages of spiritual guidance for January 2018. Gemini. Yes, okay. So yeah, there's an imbalance here. And someone desiring a heart-to-heart conversation so they can get to the truth of the matter. And Spirit's saying the choice is up to you. Is this conversation necessary? What do you expect from this conversation? The Choices Angel has a white wing and a black wing. Which choice is the best for you? Are you going to make a good choice or a bad choice? In your thoughts position, there may be time apart from someone. And with the Queen of Wands energies, some of you may be learning something either about yourself or this other person, this Queen. Some of you may be taking courses or training to climb financially. But I also feel like someone's going to take the steps in a relationship with someone who they're separated from. and really learn something about that person, which is in turn going to help you to heal and to love yourself first. Wow. So in the relationship sectors, we have codependency and trying to express your heart. I believe in finances, but codependency is Spirit saying right next to that, where she's looking, trust and have faith in Spirit that as you walk an independent path, that your gift will be love. And in your relationship sector, lined up with good choice or bad choice, is love. Is love an addiction? And what is love? Because passion is one thing, but love is another. What's the difference? That will help you make your choice. Passion dissipates, and love is long-term. Love is like what we share with everyone every day of our life around us. Creatively, a wish is coming true financially, and Spirit saying when it comes to love, have hope and faith in Spirit. Take on the energies of the warrior. Stand strong and wait on Spirit. Trust in Spirit and focus on financial gain in January. In your actions position, we have the shaman energies, recognizing that we were in a wrong path, manifesting a new path. Maybe there is or was a strong magnetic chemistry. The actions will be, do I send a message? The actions will be that you may hear a message from someone as you are manifesting new things in your path, and it's going to draw you towards that magnetic chemistry. In your emotional aspects position, there is attraction. You're attractive as you move forward in this new path, as you focus on things that are important to you and your soul journey alone. There will come a time with the warrior energies where you are going to be able to make a wish come true, and Spirit's going to help you with this wishing well energy. It's in this new path. I think it's as you're not looking, because you're focused on enjoying wonderful things in your path, giving thanks to all the blessings around you, finding contentment and joy in who you are and what you do every day that brings prosperity to you. In your subconscious, shining like the sun, but at the same time recognizing that someone doesn't see a situation the same way you do. And yet, you get to make the choice. Is it a good choice or a bad choice? Express what love means to you. In your day-to-day practical matters position, we have heartache and self-respect. And Spirit is sending you the High Priestess of Fire, who's going to guide you when it comes to the steps you need to take. As difficult as they may be, it could be financially, it could be creatively, and I can even feel it like a little fiery of putting up your boundaries. And that may feel difficult because of passion, but you're going to be guided through this process. Pray to someone if you're needing to speak up for yourself and do what needs to be done. In your inner strengths position, you have the inner strengths energies of the suffering card to push past suffering and to find that quiet time alone and to understand why and or how something became so complicated in your mind. Because you have the energies, these energies in your inner strengths position to work yourself back out of imbalance and to finding balance and fulfillment in your life once again. Beautiful read. So to close, I'm going to pull a card from the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. Word of prayer, please, to close the Gemini reading with for January 2018. So the card you're receiving is the present moment card. That is your words of prayer. See if I can get this to come in. I am fully, oh, come on. I am fully present in the here and now. So to close, I'm going to read from the book. You receive this card as a gentle reminder to keep your focus upon this present moment right now. Have you been reliving old memories, rehashing ancient wounds, or projecting yourself into the future? If so, you're missing out on life, which occurs in the here and now. Mother Mary guides you to enjoy the present no matter what's going on, as you learn to extract joy and blessings hidden within every experience you have of every moment of every day. You'll feel continuously fulfilled in the moment. Spirit guides us every single day from the minute we wake up to the minute we go to bed. And the reason they're here to guide us is to help us walk a much smoother path here on earth. And if you can learn to connect to Spirit, to look at the signs that they, and to give thanks to the signs that they are showing you throughout the day, life becomes easier to understand, and decisions and everything else that goes with it become much easier. So I think this is definitely a time in January to close a chapter on a situation that was tied to your heart and to sweep away, you know, anything emotion-wise that was tied to that, because now is a time of self development. And as you learn, and I think it's in a financial way, unless you guys meet a Pisces, you're going to learn about how you can stand strong in your path, how you can find joy and contentment just by being who you are, just by recognizing the little things. Okay, so for an example, I received a phone call from this morning, and I inherited a little bit of money from my grandmother, and my daughter called me and said she got a new car. She'd saved up some money, but you know, she was happy with what she saved up. And then I told her what I was going to be giving her, and she was like, this is meant to be. This is the car for me. I felt it, and now you told me this information. And I had just gotten the phone call from my mother right before I got that call from my daughter. So the money went through me to my daughter, who was looking to get a car so she could drive my grandbabies around. So it's about listening to those and being thankful, and just actually it really amazes you each day about all the wonderful things that are transpiring around you, to the point where you get confused about why people would be unhappy and how they can get so confused. It's because they're not allowing for Spirit to show the way and to give thanks and all those wonderful things. So if you'd like a personal reading from me, write me at my email, which is josiek42@gmail.com. Thank you again for stopping by my channel. If you're welcome, if you're new, welcome. And yeah, Happy New Year. Take care, and God bless.